In this video, I want to talk about how to finally overcome procrastination. And procrastination is something that I battled with for the longest period of time, and I think we never stop battling with procrastination in some way or form. But there are some things that we can implement into our lives, some habits and some principles that are going to help us a ton to be able to beat procrastination. So in today's video, I have 3 different principles or 3 different key things that I want to talk about that help me a ton to beat procrastination and stop procrastination for good. So without further ado, let's just dive right into it. So the first thing I want to talk about is to know your why. And this was a huge game changer for me because I'm personally very motivated about purpose. I need to have a purpose behind what it is that I'm doing. I need to be able to see a long-term plan for what it is that I'm doing. If I'm not motivated in a purposeful way in my work or in my studies or in my athletic endeavors, going to the gym and so forth, it's so hard for me to get the work done. So when I was able to create a strong purpose and a strong why for myself, like why is it that I'm building my business? Why do I go to the gym? Why do I take care of my family? When I found that strong why, it made it so much easier for me to be able to do the work and stop procrastination. And really, to create a strong why, you have to create a strong burning desire. And the easiest way to create a burning desire or a strong why or strong purpose is just to sit down, remove all distractions, and you just sit down with a pen and paper and you start to write out things. Just write down your thoughts. There's no right or wrong way to actually do this, but just start to think about what is it that you want to do with your life? What is it that is motivating you? And early in my life, I wanted to get some money and buy some cars and get my own apartment, and those things very, very strongly motivated me, and they still do. I'm still motivated about building a business. I still want to get to the next level and so forth, but I still had to find some other purposeful things in my life that I wanted to achieve. And the big driver for me right now is that I want to be able to help more people with my services, more people with my business, and I want to be able to reach more people, maybe take it worldwide. I want to take it big and so forth. And really being able to help people and see them getting results, that's a really strong motivator for myself personally, and also family and friends, of course. To be able to take care of our people, of our friends and family and so forth, that's also like a strong driver that I think most of us have. But really the key here is just to create a strong burning desire. You do that by sitting down and you think and you write. And then once you've created your desire text or your purpose text, you want to read this text every single day. And I recommend that you do it the first thing in the morning and then before you go to bed at night. And I also like to visualize my goal and visualize my purpose. So what I do sometime during the day is that I just lay down in my bed in a dark room, I put some earplugs in, and then I just start to listen to some really good music. Like I like to listen to some classical music like Mozart, for example, and I just start to visualize what it is that my dream life looks like. And this helps me to really instill this image into my subconscious. It helps me to get that unconscious motivation that I need to just get the work done and beat procrastination. The second thing that I want to talk about that helped me a ton to beat procrastination is just that I started to care a lot more about myself. And not in an egotistical way, but just learn how to start loving myself. And this is actually something that I heard from a very successful person, a person who's earning a ton of money. He's a great entrepreneur. He's accomplished great things in his life. And he told me that, hey Max, most people actually hate themselves, even if they don't know that they are doing that. So I thought, hey, I'm probably not loving myself enough. And this was a huge thing for me, just to start to caring more about myself. And I started to see myself in a third person view. Like if I wasn't myself, wouldn't I help myself more or love myself more than I'm actually doing? And when I became conscious of that, I actually started to care more about myself. I started to care about my sleep. It was kind of like I saw myself in third person, and I started to care more about this physical body that I saw in front of myself. If I kind of zoomed out of my body and I saw myself, I started to care more about that person. Because there's a saying, people don't have business problems, but they have personal problems that reflect in their business. So you really just have to fix yourself first. Care about yourself first. You have to sleep enough, you have to rest enough, eat good food, think positive thoughts, don't watch too much entertainment, don't overindulge in the pleasures of life, have some discipline, create a plan for yourself, be happy, smile a lot, laugh a lot, etc., etc. And also just relax. Don't stress over things too much. Stress is like the biggest killer in our society today, so just learn how to relax a bit more. Start some meditation, rest some more. Don't stress things. Don't go so quick with everything. Just don't be so worried all the time. Just take it a bit easy, listen to some good, relaxed music. Don't be so hard on yourself. Then the third thing I want to talk about to beat procrastination is actually just to do the work. So plan tomorrow today. Before I go to bed, I actually plan my day before I go to bed. So when I wake up, I can just dive straight into the work. I do some meditation and then I just dive right into it and execute on the work that I need to get done. And I focus on one thing at a time for like 3 to 4 hours and just do it. I just do it. I just do the work. I just execute on it. Because that's really like the big secret when it comes to beating procrastination, that you just have to do it without thinking so much. And if you rest enough and if you don't have 1,000 things that are distracting you all the time, if you implement some type of meditation and if you get good sleep, it's gonna be a lot easier for you to block out all of these distractions, beat procrastination and just get the work done. So that's basically it for today's video. We started out talking about knowing your why. You have to know your purpose, where you're going. So sit down with a pen and paper and just start to plan out your future. What is it that you want to achieve with your life? Then we talked about start caring about yourself. So fix yourself first. Don't stress too much, relax, sleep enough, rest enough, etc., etc. And then finally, just do the work. If you want to beat procrastination, it really comes down to just being able to sit down, work on one thing at a time, focus on that thing and just do it. Just execute, just implement, just do the work, just shut off your brain and do the work. And implementing some type of meditation and sleeping enough is gonna help you a ton by actually focusing on one thing and doing the work. So that's it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure that you leave a like and also leave a comment down below and let me know what you thought of the video and let me know what you do to beat procrastination in your life. What's your hack? What's your special thing that you want to share with me and everybody else here in the comment section? I would love to hear from you. And also, if you enjoy content like this about entrepreneurship, productivity and mindset, consider subscribing and I hope to see you in the next video.